Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I appreciate you coming on by, stopping in here, just watching the videos. Today we're going to listen to some Wishbone Ash. It's been a while since we've listened to them and I wanted to hear a little bit from them. So we're going to take the first track off of their 1970 album of their name and also their debut album, which was released in 1970. So we're going to listen to this track, Blind Eye. Like I said, starting off the album, a lot of people had suggested the last two tracks, which are Handy and Phoenix, but I figured, before we dive into those longer tracks, which are about 10 minutes long, why not just take a look at the first half and then we'll kind of work our way down. So let's go ahead and do that with Blind Eye starting off. Here we go, guys. The opening. I'll catch those hits. There you go. Into that blues bar. I got it now. I like the show off with the drums in that. I have just a couple comments on Blind Eye. So this being their debut album, and this being the first song on that debut album, this is going to be a lot of listeners' first introduction to the band. And I think that for 1970, a lot of people will be thoroughly impressed. Obviously, a strong blues background on here, especially with the guitar. But even with those breaks, which I do like how they bring that from a blues background, but rock it up with some fantastic drum fills, and you could argue little solos in there, which I think sound really cool. A lot of subtlety built in those from Steve Upton, from the snare rolls, very Buddy Rich, and then blowing that out into something a little bit more of a not outrageous but sensation, like goes from subtle to big and powerful. So I like that diversity in the drum rolls and how that's built in there. Here's where I kind of am. I think that if you were listening to this, like I said, for the first time in 1970, I think you would be very impressed and looking forward to what's to come. Personally, I'm not like a huge blues person, and I think that this to me leans closer to blues more than, like, let's say for example a Led Zeppelin early days when like it's very blues but rock and roll. This, yes, it is rock and roll obviously, but it's not like, I don't know, it doesn't like connect with me that much. I don't think there's anything here that I could disparage, anything I could comment against. I will say, however, as much as I like the drum fills and the breaks, those hits, the ba da da ba 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 da ba boom, it happens a little bit too much in my opinion, and it kind of kills the momentum that's built from the verse and everything. And I think that would be better suited if it was used just a little bit more sparingly in the track. Maybe as the opening, maybe bring it in for the middle for like a good big break, and then maybe at the end. But I feel like it kind of cuts in the way a little bit more than I would personally care for. That's just me though. You turned a blind eye. We're a long way from Argus, but this is the debut. You turned a blind eye to everything I ever said. You turned a blind eye to everything I ever did. You didn't worry when I called your telephone. You didn't worry, baby. You're just content to roam around. And then it repeats from there. Yeah, listen. Apparently, he said, baby, you were content to turn a blind eye to everything, so don't come and blame me for anything now. Don't even start. You wanted to ignore it? Keep on ignoring it. Whatever that may be. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.